What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, I want to give a shout out to the brother Aaron for the donation to the channel via the PayPal. He had a question. And basically his question was about Cooper Flagg. And he said, 1 second here. He said, will Cooper win Rookie of the Year? I think he's overhyped. Great college career, but the sports media hyping him to be the next Larry Bird. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the NBA has not had a great American-born white player since Larry Bird. We haven't had that. And I mean, we've had some great European players who were white, obviously. Nikola Jokic, who's going to go down as one of the all-time greats. We've had Luka Doncic, of course, Steve Nash, but he was born in Canada. But unfortunately, we've not had any great American-born white players, and I feel like, you know, there seems to be, you know, look, I'm not white, but I can understand the need or the want to have somebody in the league that you can relate to. That doesn't make you racist. They're just like, you know, black people, we want representation too. You know, we want to look up and see some people in positions that we can relate to. It has nothing to do with racism. That's just natural. So, you know, I hope the best for Cooper Flagg. I hope that he does meet expectations. I hope that he does exceed to what I'm sure the hype is going to reach a crescendo that's going to be annoying. Now, look, me personally, I don't see Larry Bird when I look at Cooper Flagg, right? I see more of a mix between, let's say, what was the guy named? AK-47. Kirilenko used to play for the Utah Jazz. And maybe, well, really just Kirilenko. But maybe with a lot more upside than Kirilenko. That's kind of what I see with him. Also, you know, if you want to compare him to somebody, a defensive prospect who hopefully will expand his offensive game as his career progresses, then maybe a better comparison would be John Havlicek. John Havlicek was not a great offensive player when he was drafted by the Boston Celtics back in 1962. He was more of a defensive prospect. And, of course, he came off the bench. And of course, he was drafted on a team that was already loaded. Now, the Dallas Mavericks don't have multiple championships. They're not quite as loaded as the Boston Celtics were, but there was already talent there. Dallas is going to have talent. And he's going to have some veterans there who can school him on the NBA game and what the rigors of the NBA season are like, and advice on how to pace himself and to be patient. And because I do believe that he's going to have growing pains. All this Larry Bird stuff and all of this hype about him being the best prospect, at least the best American prospect since LeBron James. Well, a lot of that stuff is going to get on people's nerves. It is. It's going to get on people's nerves, and they're going to try to make him out to be the Caitlin Clark of the NBA. Matter of fact, it might be worse than that, to be honest with you. It's going to get bad. It's going to get so bad and so annoying that I already can see a Too Raw, man, this is getting ridiculous, man. Can you speak on this? I already see it. I know it's coming. So I'm already mentally preparing myself for that. But I'm not going to hate on this young man because I think that he has some potential. Now, Larry Bird, no, I don't see that. But maybe I'm wrong. But I don't see Larry Bird. I don't think that that's who he is. Although, you look at his numbers in college, 19 points, I think like over 7 rebounds, like one or two blocks per game, 1 or 2 steals per game. The shooting percentages were pretty good, 48%, 38% from downtown, 83% or something like that from the line, 84%. So the shooting percentages were great. But that's college. The pro is a totally different animal. And, I think that he's going to show a lot of upside on the defensive side of the ball. I'm thinking he's going to probably play maybe the 3, maybe a little bit 4. And like I said, I think on the defensive side, he's gonna thrive. I think his rookie year is going to be inconsistent offensively. I wouldn't be surprised if he only averages, I don't know. Well, Kyrie's hurt, right? So maybe I'll give him more shot attempts, but I wouldn't be surprised if he only averages around 14 points a game his rookie year. The shooting percentage might be in the maybe it's hard to say. Maybe the mid 40s, low 40s. But I do think that he will improve offensively as his career progresses. Hopefully he doesn't have any injuries. But I think what's going to annoy people is that whenever there's any critique of him, it's going to be like Caitlin Clark to the 10th power. That's going to get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to be patient with it, but you know how it's going to be. You know what's going to happen. You already know what's going to happen. You already got 2 guys on that team, Anthony Davis, right, and Kyrie Irving, who have championships, right? But when you look at the media, they've never been treated like they are champions. They usually treated, especially Anthony Davis, like sidekicks. They get that sidekick respect. So, man, I could already see it. When they lose, 3 niggas gonna get the blame: Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, and Jason Kidd. This is always gonna be their fault. It's never gonna be Cooper Flagg fault. I don't care if he go out there and shoot 0 for 11. I don't care if he has 8 turnovers. Somehow Jason Kidd isn't utilizing him the best way. It's still his fault. We know it's coming. So prepare ourselves for this. Prepare ourselves, man. The media is going to really get on our nerves. Jason Whitlock, oh my God, that's going to be Cooper Flagg fan central. Okay, he will do no wrong on that channel. You know what I'm saying? So just prepare for it. But yeah, as far as him winning Rookie of the Year, I tend to think that he has a very, very, very good shot at doing that. This doesn't come across to me as the strongest rookie class. Number one, and I don't want to say it's going to be rigged or nothing like that, but there's going to be a vested interest and hyping this young man. And barring injury, something like that, I tend to think that he's going to be put in a position where he has the maximum ability to win and as well as put on a showcase for what he could do in this league. So that's what I think is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, tell me what you guys think.